Video of early cities in the Indian subcontinent, and today we are going to study about the writing section. Writing means what type of writing they had, whether they wrote some kind of thing, they knew any alphabet, what is it. The system of writing was invented. The writing was found inscribed on seals. What are seals? Seals are the, just like stamping is done now with that stamp. So on the stamp something is written, like your notebooks are stamped, so what is written? School name is written. So same way they had at that time, seals were there, and on the seal some kind of writings have been found, and most of the inscriptions were very short, and with an average of 5 to 6 signs. Unfortunately, the writing has not been deciphered. Nobody is able to understand so far what kind of writing it is, what is written, what is the meaning of that, those words. It is amongst the biggest mysteries of the civilization, and very few weapons have been found in the civilization. That shows these people were peace loving. They did not have so many enemies. Then now let us continue with food. The civilization was an agrarian community. Agrarian means related to, they were involved in agriculture. Their plains were very fertile and provided abundant food. People plowed the fields with wooden plows, and plow furrows have been found at Kalibangan. So many furrows have been found which were used for जो खुदाई करने के, जो सीड्स को सो करने के काम आते थे, वो सब चीज़ have been found. Also, an extensive network of canals has been found which was used for irrigating the fields. So at the time they had the canal system also, that they for irrigation, pani dene ke liye fields mein, they had the canal system. Very good type of irrigation was there. The main crops grown were wheat, barley and rice. Crops which were grown, that is understood, peas. Sesame provided oil for cooking. Mustard and cotton were also cultivated. You can see that cotton was also there, which was used for making clothes. There were granaries in every city, which indicates enough food grains were produced and stored. The granary at Harappa is raised on a platform to protect it from floods. And normally the granaries, they were found at the citadel part in order to protect it from the flood. Air vents in the walls allow the air to circulate and keep the grains dry, and they used to make the air vents, when means like windows were made in order to allow so that the air can pass through it and keep the grains fresh. Granaries have been found near rivers, which suggests that food grains were sent to distant places using river transport. That shows that they had very good trade business with other countries. Animals like cows, buffaloes, then sheep, goats, pigs, horses and even foals were domesticated. They used to keep all these animals. Collecting fruits, fishing and hunting were also done. Then our next topic is, that is art and crafts. Art and craft. Now these people, the people of this civilization were skilled craftsmen. Most craftsmen were specialized to do one kind of craft. Several artifacts made of wood, bone and clay have been found. Some tools and weapons were made of copper and bronze. Craftsmen used gold and silver to make jewelry. Necklaces and amulets were also made using semi-precious stones. Ceramics include all items involving the heating of clay. Pottery kilns have been found at many sites. Most pots were wheel-turned. The large pots have been used to store grain or water. Harappan sites have yielded an abundance of terracottas. Terracottas, you know, terracotta is the material. These are the figures of, there are figures of animals such as bulls, buffaloes, monkeys and dogs. There are toy carts with solid wheels. Human figurines, bangles and terracotta masks have also been found. Copper and bronze objects were made. These include vessels, knives, axes, needles, fish hooks, mirrors, and bangles. Copper furnaces have been found in Harappa. Was popular craft. Beads were made out of shell, statite. These were different kind of material. Gold, silver, and semi-precious stones. Cotton and woolen textiles were made. Traces of cotton have been found at Mohenjo-daro. At Harappa, cotton threads were found wrapped around the handle of a copper mirror. Spindles of various sizes have been discovered. Spindles for making the thread. They were made of terracotta or fines and artificially made material using sand and gum and then glazed. Some excellent examples of sculpture in stone and metal have been found. One is the bust of a male figure wearing an embroidered shawl. This has been called the priest king. In art and craft, they had jewelry making. Then they had women used to adorn themselves with the jewelry. Then you can see these type of figures. This I said priest king. You can see here I am using the brush to mark. This is the priest king figure. This is the male figure wearing an embroidered shawl, and this has been called the priest king. This is the sculpture made in stone. These are the examples of certain kinds of figures that have been found. You can see this. These are the different kinds of toys which were made out of clay. And this is the example of seal that has been found over there. And this is the kind of writing. They used to write in this form. There are different kinds of, this is the writing. You can see here the seal. You can see here, this is the seal of Pashupathi. Pashupathi looks like Lord Shiva sitting surrounded by different animals. You can see the lion, rhinoceros, and some kind of writing here. So this is Pashupathi seal. You can see in your books also different kinds of seals have been found at that time. Now you can see the priest figure also. This is the priest figure that I had shown to you. These are the different seals which have been found over there. This is the figure of a dancing girl made up of metal. You can see here dancing girl, the bronze statue. Bronze means the metal. A type of metal was used for making this dancing girl. Of a female figure has also been found at Mohenjo-daro. It was found in the year 1926. It is a statue of a very thin girl, probably in her teens, maybe teenage girl, 17, 18, 19 years old. Her head is tilted back and her long hair is tied in a bun. She wears a necklace and many bangles. You will see the bangles. The full hand is filled with bangles and many bangles. She has a confident look and a cheeky expression on her face. Seal making was another craft at that time. These are the different seals. Most of the seals have been found are square or rectangular. They were made of stone or statite and have motifs of animal on them. So many seals have the design of motifs, means designs of animals. Most seals have a short inscription on them. Short inscription, these are the writings written. Bone working was another prevalent craft. Combs, pins, and gamesmen made of ivory have also been found. They were rectangular. You can see this toy clay cart. This is the transport and trade. Animal boats and carts were used for transport. This is evident because a toy clay cart have been found. That shows, because the toy has been made, that shows that there might be that type of cart was also there. There was a regular system of trade to secure raw materials. Trade was carried on within the territory and with other civilization too. They traded with their neighbors in the Persian Gulf and West Asia. They also had trade relations with Afghanistan, Iran, and Mesopotamia. Indus Valley seals have been found in Mesopotamia. Copper, tin, gold, silver, and some types of precious stones were imported. Cotton was an item of export. To facilitate trade, the Indus Valley people had a uniform system of weights and measures. Weights and measures you can see here. These are the examples of weights and measure. These are the weights and measures. And they had the uniform system, means like 1 kg weight and these were made up of charred and black stone. And ivory scale also have been found at Lothal, and shell scale has been found at Mohenjo-daro. They accurately measured length, mass and time and used decimal measurement. So you can see that they were very well advanced. Those people at the time, they were very well advanced.